Hi everybody, it's Lance Mohr, and I want to go over the July statistics. Again, not a real huge change in anything. As you could see from month to month, you're not getting real big changes, but let me just give you a little insight in what's going on in the market from what I'm seeing. And you could see a little bit of it here down on the sold homes. With it going from 14 to 16%. I see banks are starting to sell some of the properties that they had leased out. Not all of them and not all the properties. They didn't have a huge amount, but they're starting to do that. And probably the main thing, especially for buyers, I'm seeing a lot of cash buyers out there. So if you're a buyer that has maybe 20% down or 5% down, or you need help with closing costs, it's really, really, really important. You need to get an aggressive agent. You need to get an agent out there that's going to really explain to the seller why they need to take your offer, because now isn't the time to have a timid agent. Now isn't the time to have an agent that's just going to sit back and email your contract over to them and hope the seller looks at it and accepts it, because there's a lot of people out there with cash. I'm seeing a lot of buyers that I'm working with, and they're competing against cash offers. It's even up to, I had one the other day that they were looking at a home in the outlining area for $350,000, and we were competing with someone who was looking at writing a cash offer. We had to be very aggressive and call for a time frame before they went out and did their third showing. But it's very important to get someone who's really, really aggressive, who's going to pull out all the stops, or unfortunately, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to keep on losing home after home after home. And for the sellers, no question, it's a seller's market. You could see down here the inventory level is less than 2.5 months overall, which is extremely low. Again, stable market 6 months. But if you're going to sell your home, you're going to still need to price it within the reasonable range. I'm showing a lot of buyers, and we're going out there and we're looking at properties, and you could clearly tell who has their home priced at the market value or maybe even a little over. And then you could look at some of them, you could just tell which ones are just sort of absurd. Maybe the seller thinks they could get more money than they can, or the oldest trick in the book, and what about every agent out there is starting to do, they're just telling the seller whatever the heck they want to hear. The agent walks in and the home's worth $250,000. This agent will say, hey, yeah, you could sell it for $300, for $280. They'll say anything just to get the listing, to get you locked in. It doesn't do you any good, because remember, the longer a home sits in the market, the less money you're going to take statistically. So let's go over to the July statistics and look a little bit more in depth, just depending on the price range. So as you can see, again, it's really, really low. Inventory is extremely low, from $100,000 to $200,000, and you could even see all the way up over $500,000. It's still very low. 2.6% or not percent, 2.6 months of inventory on a $200,000 to $300,000 home. Very low inventory. So if you're going out and you're a buyer and you're looking at getting a home, you really need to, you don't want to rush into it, but you have to look with a sense of urgency. And it is imperative right now to get a real estate agent that knows what the heck they're doing and that is very aggressive, especially someone who knows how to negotiate, who could do escalation clauses, someone who's looking out for your best interest. And I would highly recommend any buyer or any seller that hasn't seen my webinars, either the buyer webinar up here, and you could go to tbbuyerwebinar.com, or you could go to the seller webinar, tbsellerwebinar.com, and check those out, because they're going to give you a lot of really, really good insight, really no matter what market we're in, but it will really help you. If you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to give me a call or get in contact with me. My phone number and contact information is up at the top of the webpage right here. You could go to my phone number. You could go to my website. If you're watching this on YouTube, just click below. If you have any questions or comments, just put a comment in there. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up and like it. Have a wonderful day. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe. Have a great day. Take care.